Have you just had enough of being stuck in the same place? You know you are supposed to be abundant by now. You know you are supposed to be ahead. You know you're supposed to be living the life that you desire, but you feel stuck because you don't know how to take the first step into manifesting the life that you absolutely love. If that's you, this video is for you, because in this video I'm going to be sharing with you the first step that everybody needs to know in order to manifest their dream. Please stay to the end of the video, because I will also be sharing a powerful tool that you need to also enhance your manifesting, and you can manifest even faster using this practice. Hi, my name is Taffy. I'm a mindset coach. I'm also an entrepreneur. I've had the pleasure of being mentored by people such as the late Bob Proctor, Mary Morrissey, Master Shreya Kashna, and recently Lisa Nichols. I've learned a thing or two about law of attraction, and I've manifested so much in my life over these past 2 years. And now I help people throughout the world learn manifesting and manifest lives that they absolutely love. If you are new to this channel, click on the link below to subscribe to the channel so that you can learn through these videos. And if you are enjoying and learning anything from these videos, don't forget to click the like button. The first step to manifesting anything is calming the mind, clearing the mind. That's the first step everybody should know in manifesting anything. This is because we use the mind to manifest. The mind is the tool for manifesting. Everything that we interact with started from the mind. Therefore, it is important to clear the mind. It is important to calm the mind. We manifest who we are. We manifest who we are, not what we desire. Therefore, it is very important to be aware of what's in our mind when we are manifesting. At the point of manifesting, what is in our mind? Therefore, we need to clear the mind. We need to calm the mind before we do anything. If we try to manifest and we are angry, we are frustrated, we are upset, we are in low vibration, that's what we attract and that's what we manifest. If we manifest when we are desperate, when we are excitable, when we are emotional, we also attract the same things. And that's not what we desire. That's not what we want to happen in our manifestation. So we need to learn to calm the mind, to clear the mind. Clearing the mind also helps with clarity. We live busy lives. We live busy lives. We are trying to manage the house. We are trying to manage the career, the job. We are trying to manage our business. We are trying to manage our family. We are trying to manage even ourselves, our personal lives. We are trying to manage everything. We are trying to juggle so many things. We've got family, we've got friends, we've got environments to manage. So the mind is always full of noise. It's always full of clutter. It's always trying to hear this, hear that, fight that, win this battle, win that battle. So there's always busy in our mind. The mind is always busy. There's always noise in our minds. And if we are not careful and if we do not calm the mind before we manifest anything, we will manifest the things that we don't even desire, the things that we are not in love with, the things we are trying to run away from, the things that we are trying to escape. Therefore, it is essential to calm the mind. And the mind also, that's the portal where we reach, where we connect to the divine. When the mind is busy, it is difficult to connect to the divine because of the noise. You can't connect to the divine. You can't connect to God. You can't connect to the infinite. You can't connect to the source of all energy. You can't connect to the manifesting powers when there is noise and clutter in the mind. That is why it is important to clear the mind first. That is the first step you need to do before you do anything else in manifesting. Clear the mind, calm the mind, make sure the mind is calm. And when the mind is calm, you gain clarity, you reduce the noise, you connect easily to the divine, you connect easily to the source of all things, you connect easily to the manifesting powers. When the mind is calm, you do not panic. When the mind is calm, it is easy to move into the vibrational frequency that is equal to your manifestation, that is equal to your dream, that is equal to your desire. We don't manifest what we want, we manifest who we are. So if the mind is calm, we can easily assume the energy, the frequency of our desire. But when the mind is busy, we easily get carried away, we easily worry, we easily lose track of things, we easily even fail to believe, to raise our trust in the universe. So the mind definitely has to be calm before we can do anything. So how then do we calm the mind? How then do we clear the mind? How then do we silence the mind and get rid of the noise and the clutter? The answer is simple. The answer is breath work. Breathing in a specific way. Many mentors I've learned from, many gurus, many coaches, they advise different types of breathing, different types of breath work. I'll be sharing with you the simple way of doing it. But breath work, breathing is everything. Breath is life. Have you ever noticed that when you are excited, your breathing changes? When you are sad, your breathing changes. When you are happy, your breathing changes. When you are not feeling well, your breathing changes. When you are in pain, your breathing changes. When you are doing anything in life, your breathing changes depending on what you are doing. Breath is life. Breathing is everything. That is why it is important to be aware of your breathing before you start manifesting anything. Breath work, there are a few things to be aware of. The first thing is how deep is your breathing. When you are trying to manifest something, you need to be breathing in deeply. Make sure your breath is deep when you breathe in and when you breathe out. Is the depth is the number one. Make sure your breath is deep enough. Because when the breath is deep enough, you are breathing in a lot, you are taking in a lot of oxygen that is required. You are breathing in, you are making sure you are filling your lungs. That's why depth is important. The second thing to be aware of is how fast or slow. So you want to be slowing your breath to what you can be comfortable with. But the slower your breath is and the deeper the breath is, you will see your mind calming down. You can even practice it as I'm speaking now. Try closing your eyes and slowing your breath and making sure your breath is deep. And keep doing it for a few times. You will realize your mind starts to calm down. So the second is you need to make sure you are slowing your breathing. I also learned, interesting enough, that animals that have the slowest breathing rate live the longest. Yes, the tortoise, it lives the longest because it has the slowest breath. And the animals that have got the fastest breathing, like dogs, like cats, they have the shortest lifespan because of the rate of breathing. So it is important to slow down our breathing as we are manifesting, to calm the mind, because as we slow the breathing, the mind also calms down in response. The third thing to be aware of when we are breathing, and this is the most important, all of the things are important, but this is important because as adults, most of us, we are doing it wrong. We are doing it incorrectly. The third thing to be aware of is, are you breathing abdominally? You might have heard the term abdominal breathing. This is how we used to breathe when we were kids. If you've got small children, you can observe them as I'm speaking, how they are breathing. They breathe with their tummies. When they inhale, their tummies expand, and when they exhale, their tummies contract. So when they are inhaling, they are feeling it appears as if they are filling their tummies, and when they exhale, it feels as if they're emptying their tummies. That's how we are supposed to be. That's how we came into the world breathing like. That's the way we should be breathing, abdominal breathing. So when we inhale, our abdomen is supposed to be expanding, and when we exhale, our abdomen is supposed to be contracting. So those are the three things that we need to be aware of. Your depth, how slow it is, and using the abdomen to breathe. Those simple things help calm the mind. Try them as I'm speaking. Try using your abdomen. Make sure your breathing is deep, and make sure you are slowing your breath. One tip that you can use in order to try and learn how to slow the breath is, when you are breathing, count to 4. So when you inhale, count to 4. Then that can slow your breathing. And when you also exhale, count to 4. If you want a challenge, when you inhale, you count to 4, then you pause and count to 4 while you're pausing, and exhale while counting to 4. Then you can pause after exhaling and count to 4 while you're pausing before you inhale. That's called box breathing. That also helps you to slow down, and also to make sure you are slowing it down correctly. And the more you become used to the box breathing, you can even slow it even further by increasing the counting to either from 4 to 6 or to 8, depending on what is comfortable with you. So the answer to how do we calm the mind is breath work, by breathing. Slowing your breathing, making sure your breathing is deep enough, and make sure you are using abdominal breathing. That's how you calm the mind. This practice works in many situations. When you feel anxious, when you feel excited, when you feel anger, when you feel frustrated, if you use these methods of breathing, it calms the mind. Even when you are struggling to sleep, if you use these methods of breathing, you will find your mind calming down, and you'll find yourself easily falling asleep. That's how you calm the mind. That's how you clear the mind of clutter and the noise, is through breath work, through specific breathing. And you can apply this anywhere, any place. The best is doing it with your eyes closed, because when the eyes are closed, you are also filtering out the noise that comes through our sensory systems, our sight. We are closing, we are shutting down, and we are fully awakening our inner senses as well. I hope you have enjoyed the video, but above all, that you have learned something from the video. Please comment down below with what you have learned? Were you able to calm your mind from the breathing exercises by slowing down your breathing, by deepening your breathing, and by using the abdomen? Were you able to calm your mind? If you struggled, please comment down below so I can help you use breathing to calm the mind. If you are new to this channel, don't forget to click on the subscription button that's becoming that here in the middle, and there will be also videos coming on both ends that are also going to show you other steps involved in manifesting. I'll see you in the next video.